See, where the hell? There we are. There we are. We're back. Such to put the my little sweater on because oh gosh, golly, yeah, that other little jacket was a little too thin, and so now I look a little bit like an old man with a big collar on. That's okay. That's okay. See, then you have the naughty bracelet to sort of balance it out, so you're not too frumpy. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, let's just do it then. Chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4. Oops, excuse me. Okay. I know you can tell I was always dressed weird in school. I know. You know it, and I know it. And I know that you know it. Okay. How are you doing? You're doing good. I've got this little guy here. He's here. Now, I know I have a lot of wolf imagery, but that's mostly because River has always been into wolves, and there's just a lot of wolf things around. And then I end up just being like, I could use that. I like that. It's not necessarily something. Oh no. Oh, Puff is at the door. And I've really jammed myself in here. Let me make sure that's her. Maybe that was just Kenneth walking by. I think he's still home. How are you? Okay, let's get started. Let's do it. We gotta get another chapter done. I want to hear what's happening. I mean, that last chapter was kind of chock full of stuff. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. When you're able to do something, don't withhold it. You know, that reminds me of one of my favorite stories when I was a kid. I probably talked about this book before. It was called Morgan and Me. It's by these books called Serendipity, I think. The most beautiful artistry in that. It's about this gal who would pretend she was a princess, and she had a horse, and she would pretend that the horse was, I guess, a unicorn or something. Anyway, it was a really sweet story, but it was about living in the land of later. I'll do it later. It's okay. I'll do it later at the expense of someone else. So anyway, it's a good book. That's what that reminds me of. Don't wait till later if you have it within your power to do. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due. Okay. All right. Love you. Okay. All right. Chapter 4. Hear ye, children, the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and said unto me, Let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Gosh. Keep them and live. Otherwise, taking your chances, I guess. For I give you good doctrine. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. He's really emphasizing that, like, if you listen and apply this wisdom, it'll help you live longer. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away. For thy sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. Their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, attend to my words. Incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Hold on, let me read that again. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from thee a froward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Amen. Okay, exciting. All right, let's read it from the NIV now, chapter 4. These pages are so, frail and crispy. Crispy and delicious. Okay. All right. They call this section in this one, Get Wisdom at Any Cost. Get wisdom at any cost. Gosh, okay, let me see if I can. Just going to sort of melt right into the background in this. All right. That's fine. All right. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you sound learning, so do not forsake my teaching. For I, too, was a son to my father, still tender and cherished by my mother. Then he taught me and said to me, Take hold of my words with all your heart. Keep my commands, and you will live. Gosh, these are heavy books. Oh my gosh, and that's loud. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, I have to move over a little bit because there we go. Okay, just because. All right, where was I? All right, love her and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it cost all you have. Get understanding. Cherish her and she will exalt you. Embrace her and she will honor you. She will give you a garland to grace your head and present you with a glorious crown. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I instruct you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked, or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way, for they cannot rest until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble. They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart, for they are life to those who find them, and health to one's whole body. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Let corrupt talk far from your lips. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. Oh, thank you, Jesus. It's pretty good. Okay, I think we have 10 minutes. Okay, we'll do one more. Oh, whoa, whoopsie. Landing on my head. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Chapter 5. Start with the King James. Okay, my son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as the two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. Let thou shouldest ponder the paths of life. Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. I don't know. Strange woman versus ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel, lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger, and thou mourn at last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil, in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Yikes. Okay. Sounds like he's in trouble with the strange woman gets a man in trouble, just like a strange man would get a woman in trouble, I guess. Okay. All right. And the NIV chapter 5 starts with warning against adultery, is how it's titled there. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Turn your ear to my words of insight, that you may maintain discretion, and your lips may preserve knowledge. For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is as bitter as gall, sharp as the double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. She gives no thought to the way of life. Her paths wander aimlessly, but she does not know it. Oh, that's sad. She doesn't realize she's aimless. So then now, my sons, listen to me. Do not turn aside from what I say. Keep to a path far from her. Do not go near the door of her house, lest you lose your honor to others and your dignity to the one who is cruel, lest strangers feast on your wealth, and your toil enrich the house of another. At the end of your life you will groan when your flesh and body are spent. You will say, how I hated discipline, how my heart spurned correction. I would not obey my teachers or turn my ear to my instructors, and I was soon in serious trouble in the assembly of God's people. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Should your springs overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares, let them be yours alone, never to be shared with strangers. May your fountain be blessed. May you rejoice in the wife of your youth, a loving doe, a graceful deer. May her breasts satisfy you always. May you ever be intoxicated with her love. Why, my son, be intoxicated with another man's wife? Why embrace the bosom of a wayward woman? For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. The evil deeds of the wicked ensnare them. The cords of their sins hold them fast. For lack of discipline they will die, led astray by their own great folly. Oh. Okay. Oh, next chapter is warnings against folly. Oh, folly. You got so much love, little folly. Okay, we'll do one more chapter and then we'll stop for now. It's getting dark. Yes, it is. Okay, chapter 6. Remember, there's 31 chapters in this, so we'll get to chapter 6 and we'll stop. Okay. My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth. Thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself. When thou art come into the hand of thy friend, go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of a fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, as thy want as an armed man, a naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. When thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. Eyelids. For thine, not the whole eye, just the eyelid. Neither let her take thee with her eyelids, for by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and can his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? It's like being in burning car. Like adultery or fornication is like sitting in a burning car with someone. It doesn't go anywhere good. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her, shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Okay, let's put a little. I have a bookmark. Okay, well, we'll just get back to it. Okay. All right, chapter 6 in the NIV. And then, hi there, how are you? Okay, and then we'll go. It's 21 minutes. Okay, we can finish. Okay, gosh, that's a really good hairdo right there. That's beautiful. Okay, it's fine. Miss America. Okay. All right. Warnings against folly. My son and daughter, if that applies to you, whatever. If you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, you have been trapped by what you said, ensnared by the words of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself, since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands. Go to the point of exhaustion and give your neighbor no rest. Allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber for your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand